Alrighty. You ready to go?
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1. We're live.
Buongiorno.
Welcome.
We haven't. I guess Italy is technically revealed on the map. All right, I'll allow it. Yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Pandemic Legacy Season 2. It has been 3 months.
Yep.
Since we were last on the grid. Nothing's changed.
So you're talking about it's only been half a month.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
But yeah, we're getting back into it. We had to relearn a lot of the mechanics about how the game works. We're actually going to be learning some of them on the fly. So we'll see how that goes. But we are here in the second half of January. So we are trying to sort of repopulate the world, re-explore some of the sectors that have been lost to time. And along the way, we're trying to build new supply centers so that we can distribute supplies to the cities around the globe. So, with that in mind, let's get started. William, you are first player.
So our goals this time, we have to build 3 new supply centers and recon North America.
Right. And in order to recon North America, we have to have a supply center in Washington.
Yes. All right.
So that has to be one of our 3 supply centers.
Cool. Supply centers is... Okay. That works.
So, with 4 actions,
Yep.
I can pick up a supply cube from Montgomery.
Let's quickly reintroduce
Oh, yeah.
who we are.
Yeah. I'm William. I'm also Caleb Garrick.
Don't you mean Elim? No.
Caleb Garrick.
Caleb. I don't think that's the name.
And you are the...
I am the administrator, so once on my turn as an action, I can move pawn to any other pawn. So I can keep people trading cards, i.e. these 2.
Yep. I am playing Triss Arkin. There we go. She is the farmer. So I can both make supplies and deliver supplies with 1 action, once per turn. Which means that I can make sure that shit doesn't go too south too fast. So I didn't do my job very well last time, apparently.
And I am playing Vix, if Jacob wants to take care of that. I forget the name of this class. The instructor. Yes, thank you. Vix is the instructor. Once on my turn, as an action, give any 1 player card to a player at my location. So very similar to the core Pandemic games research.
Okay.
So we are currently playing the second half of January.
Yep.
And yeah, that's what we're
All right.
doing right
So
now.
here's a thought I have. Should I move you to Montgomery?
Me?
Should I move either of you to Montgomery?
To what purpose?
It would save 1 movement, 1 action, and I could still pick up. So if I move, pick up for free, 2, 3, and I can drop 1 on Lagos for 4.
That's not a bad idea.
You like that as an idea?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Should I pick up 1 or 2? Because Montgomery's pretty safe overall.
Yes, the havens are pretty safe, so I say take them.
Okay. So I pick these. I move. Which one of you should be moved?
Doesn't really matter.
I'm white, by the way.
Yeah. I was just saying between the 2 of you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if you on the stream can tell.
But
I want to stay in Vigneto.
Okay.
Move me?
Yeah. So I'm just saying because you can coordinate and trade all your blue cards.
Yeah.
We could try and get that up and running as soon as possible.
Yeah, but I want to take care of Sao Paulo and Lagos.
I can take care of Lagos.
Then I can take care of Sao Paulo.
Okay.
And then we can kind of, once we've stabilized the situation.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, and that was 4.
No, picking up cubes is a free action, right?
No, but moving you was an action.
Right, but so...
So
you delivered
2,
the
3,
cubes. Okay.
Deliver.
Right, yeah.
Because otherwise they're on your character card.
I'm tracking with you. I remember how to play this game.
All right.
Okay, so
All right.
that's my turn.
Draw.
So I draw 2.
Yep.
Jacksonville. And
Bortles.
Bortles. Airlift.
Okay.
could also be good.
And
Yeah, I know, Adam. We're streaming on a Friday.
Oh man, yeah! Wow, you are just on top of the game.
He actually just, I think, randomly messaged us on right just a moment ago on Discord.
Okay.
And I was like, "Hey, we're actually live. If you want to talk to us."
Well, shit, yeah, come
What's
on.
up?
Watch us play Pandemic Legacy.
Yeah.
Not crazy yet. Although if we lose this month, I think we're gonna
go a little bit.
We're gonna go a little crazy.
Yeah.
London gets
Wrecked.
they lose supplies. I don't really know.
Yeah.
About it. And Jacksonville can't catch a break there. Jacksonville.
All right.
So now it is
It's just like the Patriots game all over again.
All right. Oh, so picking up is a free action, right?
Correct.
Okay. I can do that. One move away. All right. I guess I'm gonna start by saving Sao Paulo. Ish.
Not a bad idea.
I think I'm gonna go. No.
Pedro's not here, so we could get away with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. I can message you the address once.
You mean you don't want to just say it publicly online for everyone to see?
Pedro.
Jacob lives at.
God, did Pedro actually do that?
Yeah. He actually did that.
He did. We gave him a bunch of shit for it.
Yeah, he was just like, oh no, can I delete it?
But yeah, absolutely. If you have something you'd like to send us, connect with Jacob offline, and we'll give you the address.
Yeah, totally. Let's see, I want to put 3 in there, so I think what I'm going to do is pick that one up. So 1, there. 2 is going to be to make and deliver supplies. So take 1 supply cube from here, put it there, and deliver supplies because I can special power that and do it all in one.
Smart.
3. Would that be a stupid thing to get you to do? Move into Jacksonville.
Well,
How do moves
Jacksonville's
work
already
more than
had
this?
all 3 cards drawn, I believe. Because we started off with 4. Because it was one of the 2 populations.
Yes, Jacksonville has had 3 cards drawn.
But we are also due for an epidemic.
Right.
Probably. Because that's a lot of the deck.
Because, I mean, we're always due for an epidemic.
Right, it's always ready for an epidemic. I mean, so exposure happens if you start your turn in a location with an infect cube, not a location with no supplies. So Jacksonville would have to come up twice more in order for you to get an exposure.
Okay, so I should be alright. So I'm going to go there.
Careful we didn't just false staff this.
Just make sure you didn't go to the north side of Jacksonville.
Alright, so if you want to draw back up.
Yes, draw 2 cards. And I now have Tripoli and Lagos. So I got 2 black, 2 yellow, or 2 black, 2 blue, and 1 yellow. And yeah, Adam, we were just saying that that if you did want to send us something, just I'll send you the address a bit later on Discord. So yeah. And so Triss has done some farming, and now it is Istanbul has used supplies.
And Sao Paulo.
And Sao Paulo has used
good
supplies.
looking out.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Okay. So for me,
Yep.
I have no cubes to grab.
Nope.
I think, do I just want to get to Washington and prepare to start trading?
I think so.
Okay.
Would you have the time to maybe redistribute some from New York, put it onto Jacksonville, and go to Washington?
Let's see. 1, 2.
3 to drop off and
4.
then move to Jacksonville.
Yeah, all right. So let's see. So if we go 1, this is free. 2, and then do we think make and deliver or deliver and move to Washington?
I'd say deliver
Deliver
to
and
Washington. Although I can also move him to Washington, but then
All right.
I think it's better
deliver
to do that because I can just
and
make and deliver at the same time.
Yep.
Also, I have a produce supplies.
And then this way, actually, this is good because on your turn, you can move him to me, and then he could start his turn by just taking Washington from me.
And London?
No, I can only give you London on my turn.
Hmm.
Because otherwise it has to match the city we're in.
So then don't move me to you so that I can do stuff in Jacksonville and end my turn on Washington.
But if... No, because
Because then
that's fair. My 2 actions could just be give you London with my special ability and give you Washington with my regular ability.
Or I could just take Washington still at the last move of my turn.
Yeah,
Like,
that works.
Either way, I should end on the same space as you and not start on it.
Yeah. Okay, no, that makes sense. So that was my 4 actions. All right,
Yeah.
so drawing a card, Sao Paulo,
The epidemic?
and Sao Paulo. All right.
Oh, double Sao Paulos. All right.
To Brazil.
Do we feel at all like forecasting?
I don't think we're in that much danger.
Yeah, I feel like it's safer to do after we draw the epidemic.
Cairo
That's right.
and Cairo.
Oh.
Interesting. All right.
Okay.
Cairo is using a lot of stuff this turn.
Yep. We don't know what,
Yeah.
but yeah.
So
So back to the top, William.
getting to Cairo is quite a distance.
Yes.
What I can do is go back to Vigneto.
Yes.
I should probably use produce supplies.
So this works
Not the full
by
one.
local production. At a haven or supply center, fill your current location to its population with supply cubes. Yeah.
I feel like it's probably good to just have more on hand.
I think
Because we've been going through a lot without the epidemic.
I think that's a very good idea.
Yeah. Getting more supply cubes onto the field is never a bad thing.
So I'm going to use that, take 3, I'll pick them up.
Okay, go ahead, pick them up.
I'll pick up 2. So that was
Damn.
2 actions.
Correct.
That sucks. We'll have to figure out another time to try it on tabletop soon. Maybe next week.
Yeah, something.
I could go to Jacksonville and give you yellow.
How hand limit is 7 in this, right?
7, I believe.
That's true.
So just don't forget about the hand
Yeah.
limit because I will have 5 of the blue, or try to get 5 of the blue.
Just trying to think of the best use of my turn now. So I've used 2 actions.
I would maybe even go down with Sao Paulo and add some more. Some more
Okay.
down.
Add 1 there.
Yeah.
That would be 3, 4.
Yeah, like, I'm sure Adam.
I'll keep
we
one
will.
on hand.
We'll definitely get. Some
I think
time
that's a good
to-
idea.
to play some tabletop sim.
Oh!
What?
I'm an idiot. I'm going to not move that to Sao Paulo. I'm going to use my action as a supplier. Move a supply queue from the stockpile to a city matching a card in your hand. I'm going to move it to Cairo.
There you go.
That's smart.
Perfect.
Smart.
And did you still want to move to Sao Paulo, or did you want to?
Probably not.
So any of them more action?
Where should I move to as a beacon to help you two move? Or I could just move you to Washington.
Like I said, I don't think that moving me to Washington is the best idea.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
if
just,
you've got nothing else to do with your action,
I can't. I only have the one
Yeah.
action.
or maybe just make supplies. Honestly,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's 1 block, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So I have 3 on hand, so I'm good to. And I have the airlift, so I can move
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
into crisis mode.
Yeah. I think
What do we got?
I should definitely have time next weekend, so we should be able to get some.
Another action event: resilient population,
Okay.
Mhm.
Useful.
Useful.
Very useful.
and the epidemic.
All right.
There
so,
it is.
Increase,
Boom.
infect,
What do we got?
New York,
New York.
and intensify.
Does New York lose all 3 or just 1?
Just that is a good question.
I don't remember how that works.
I completely.
Does it say
forget
anything
how
on the
that
epidemic card?
Infect. Draw the bottom. Remove all supply cubes from that city.
Oh,
There's your
Feels
answer.
Discard that card. That's what it says.
No, yeah, but that
Oh.
goes into the
Oh.
discard pile, and then you.
oh,
shuffle
you're
it.
not removed from the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So then, do we want a resilient population, New York? I mean, we would. So statistically, it's unlikely to come up because we have a lot of cities.
I say, if
And-
anything, we forecast.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I don't think it's worth it to resilient population it but I think
Because
that
there's only one
forecast-
copy.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But I think forecast would probably be a good idea.
And we just put it low and get back to
Yeah, I think resilient population, something like Lagos or Jacksonville or Sao Paulo.
Yeah, exactly. One of the ones,
'Cause
that,
those are-
or even Cairo. The
Yeah.
two of them came up.
Yeah,
It-
like I think Jacksonville's the only one that has had 3
I
come
think,
up.
yeah.
I think so.
It hasn't. We haven't had to deal with it yet, but if it comes up, like if it becomes an issue, getting rid of Cairo would almost negate our need to operate in like the Mediterranean.
True.
It's pretty handy.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, I'm gonna cut this.
And for anyone joining us, we are currently in
Hello,
the
4 people.
yeah, we're currently in January of year 1 of Pandemic Legacy. This is our second game. We have already failed on the first game of January,
Womp womp.
so we're trying to win this time. Hopefully,
I'm gonna use extended forecast to take a look at the top 8 cards of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
we will know what is coming
Put
up.
them back in any order.
So
right,
no New York
so-
on top, please.
London, Tripoli, Sao Paulo, Istanbul, Jacksonville, New York, Cairo, and London again.
I'd say move Jacksonville to the bottom.
Of course he would say that.
Of course, I would say.
All right, so then apart from London, so London has 2 copies.
Yeah.
Everything else has 1 copy. Do
So
we want
I actually
to have the Londons be... Oh, well, I guess we could do this for the bottom turn.
yeah.
And then
I think that
how do we
that'll
want to
work.
split these up?
Well, Jacksonville might actually be good to put on top because
I'm there.
We're there. Yeah, that's
we'll
a good
have
point.
people who are there.
All right, so Jacksonville and...
Or maybe not on top, but maybe like, you know, well, either way, we know that within the next 4 turns, it'll only come up once.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think Jacksonville on top. Might as well get it out of the way so that we
Yeah.
don't have to have a hang overhead. Do we want to do London just so that we sort of get that out of the way as well, and we can remind ourselves visually that it's a high priority?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's bringing us, yeah.
All right. So Jacksonville,
can-
London.
On my turn now, my turn's still all the way away, but I can reinforce Cairo and Istanbul with 1 cube, thanks to supply.
True.
So I can do that.
Okay. So then, do we want to do
Which is good because those are the 2
this,
furthest away.
this as turn 2 and this as turn 3?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that works.
So we just have to remember to reinforce London.
Yeah, London is going to be in the most danger besides New York.
Yep.
So London and New York are things that we have to get to.
We have got to get there, and we've got to give them supplies.
All right. And then so that was your second
That
player
was my
card, so
second
we're
player
good
card.
to flip,
Yep.
which is Jacksonville
Surprise!
and London. Also, what a surprise.
Never would have seen that coming.
Never ever. Okay, now it's on to Jacob's turn.
All right.
Or
my
Triss's turn.
Yes, Triss Arkin. She is going to go. First, she's going to move to New York. First action. Second action is going to be to make supplies.
Okay.
And
Deliver.
actually, no. That's second action. Third action is also going to be to make supplies, and this time I'm going to make and deliver, so I can do that once per turn. And then my fourth action is going to be to move right there.
Perfect. You want to draw your 2 cardaroonies?
Let's draw my 2 Cardaroonies. I got a New York,
That's
Okay.
good.
So then, after this,
and then I got a Cairo.
you'll have to discard 2 cards, but you'll be able to put down a supply center next turn.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
That's a good start.
Infections are Cairo and Sao Paulo. No, excuse me, Istanbul.
Cairo and
Sao
Istanbul.
Paulo was turn 1. No, turn 3.
Turn 3.
I am good at remembering the things that I do.
Remember the things.
Okay. So it's my turn. Action 1 is going to be to use my special ability as an instructor to give you London, even though we're not standing in London.
Yep.
And you have to discard a card.
Good.
I
yes.
would recommend one of the black.
Yeah, we have a lot of.
I've got Cairo and Istanbul. Not that it really matters, but as far
Well,
as
okay, so
redundancies.
2 schools of thought. 1, you could discard a black because we've got more black out to play with. Or 2, you could discard a yellow because there's more of it left in the deck.
I'm going to discard a yellow.
All right. And then I will just, as a regular, what is this? Share knowledge action, give you Washington, which is where we're currently standing.
And I'm going to discard. I'm discard. I don't want to discard Cairo. I think Istanbul. Yeah.
Okay. So I've got 2 actions remaining. I'm kind of leaning towards just making supplies twice. I'm not even
I have no idea what's just happened.
dignifying that with a response.
No,
I got it.
Oh,
He's an uncultured swine.
No, I didn't hear that. Of course, I know
Oh,
they
that-
might be giants.
I was just trying to.
Oh,
whisper it
you,
into
the person
mic.
who hates music.
I know, but I know they might be giants.
All right, yeah, I'm just gonna make supplies twice.
Yeah.
Okay. I draw 2 cards, which are London and Jacksonville.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
right, so we're relatively close to a yellow. If you can meet me in Jacksonville.
Can do. Where you want to meet? Mandarin, Bay Meadows, Southside.
Again, I have no idea what you're saying. So Tripoli and Sao Paulo.
Alrighty.
We are going to have to get to London this coming turn, so maybe we wait to meet me in Jacksonville for a while.
Yep.
And then, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm.
That's sound.
I'm gonna use 1 action to Cairo, Istanbul, or Jacksonville.
I would say Cairo, because I think we only have 1 Istanbul.
I think that's correct.
We do have 2 Jacksonvilles. Well, you guys are close by.
Yeah.
I would say
Like,
Cairo.
especially
Cairo.
because my turn is going to be next. I can.
Don't forget, I have
I can do
airlift
some
and
shit.
resilient population.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, you're a dispatcher. Like, you can get all over the place.
Okay.
Also,
so that
Jewel, I do see you in there. I think if I am remembering usernames correctly, Cruzrala.
so
Thanks for tuning in.
Called out, Jewel.
so
Long
that's
time no see.
action 1. So I can go 2, 3
and
And
deliver
drop.
some shit.
to London.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
That's perfect. That's great.
Yeah, that's a solid turn.
That's a very good move.
All right, draw you on cards.
Jeez.
God damn it, William!
Come on, Will.
Why do we let you do things?
Oh man.
And second, another rationed action.
Oh, for a second there, I thought you'd do
Which
another
I-
epidemic.
For the record, I don't get until
Until after.
after this
Yes,
resolve.
technically.
So I'm gonna set this
All right,
up
so
for a second.
Istanbul. We only lose 1 cube. Good job not reinforcing that. And then, all right, so we have 2 Istanbuls out of 7 cards. I would say get rid of both of them.
Resilient population Istanbul.
Boom, boom. Jesus.
Not Constantinople. It's not Constantinople.
Nope. It's
Okay.
Constantinople.
Yes, this is.
Oh. Oh.
All right.
So no places risk of outbreaking.
Correct. London,
London's fine.
Jacksonville, Cairo, Sao Paulo, and Tripoli are each going to lose 1 in the next 3 turns.
Okay.
All right.
I can airlift you if you want to go to one of those cities.
I'm about to create a
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
on
you
my
create
turn.
a supply. Yeah, but
No,
this
I'm
is
thinking,
place at any time.
I'm thinking I'm gonna do
play
Washington,
it
then take care of Jacksonville,
Okay.
and then what you can do is I think that airlifting Greg might be a better idea.
I can, if you have places, since you're better at adding supplies than me, I can take care of Jacksonville if you want to be elsewhere on the map.
That might be an idea. Let's see.
I don't know what your plan is. Also, so you acquire that rationed event, and then we actually infect.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting this off to the side. 'Cause I don't
So-
take
Well, you acquired it now.
Oh, I acquired it now?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
So Cairo
Mm-hmm.
and London. Okay, that was arguably the best possible outcome.
Probably, yeah. And so now it's my turn.
It is your turn.
So the first things first.
Yes.
Action
Supply
number 1.
center to Washington.
We now have
And
supplies.
we move our tracker up 1.
Mhm.
We are 1/6 of the way to victory.
Alrighty.
Ish.
That's good. Next, I have Cairo and Tripoli.
I can also move you.
Yeah, do we want... So we only had 1 Jacksonville. right?
In the top
In the top
five,
five.
yes, but we do have another one coming in the next cards
Yeah,
below that.
I'm thinking, actually, if you could take me and throw me in Cairo,
Okay.
I can start taking care of this area, and Greg can get Jacksonville.
Okay.
That works for me.
Getting airlifted to Cairo.
Airlift in the Baleen Plain, like that. It died.
yeah. So, funny story about airlift in this sort of lore of the game.
The Haven's last remaining plane is held together with baling wire, but we're still able to get it off the ground about once a month or twice a month.
Twice a month, as the case may be. So yeah, we got
Actually, I
pretty
should go
good.
to Tripoli instead, because we just drew Cairo. We didn't draw Tripoli, and Tripoli's in the top areas. So yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So
That's
you have
that's
three
one
actions
action,
remaining.
3 action remaining. Make supplies, and make supplies to deliver.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to deliver on your second and then move to Cairo with your third or your final action?
I could do that as well. Yeah, sure. I'll just do that. And there we go.
All right, draw your cards.
My card.
Come on,
Let's
black
see.
cards.
Nope.
Come on, black cards.
Nope.
God damn it.
We do need the blue cards, though.
A yellow.
We do.
Oh,
Well, we need blue so
Yeah.
we can explore North America.
True.
Jacksonville. Bortles.
Bortles.
Sao Paulo.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Sao Paulo's gonna be fun.
Yep. All right. So,
What was the original coda in our first game?
it was black.
It was black?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although in this, I think canon, it looks like Coda was red.
Right.
But I don't know for sure.
Yeah. I mean, our coda spread throughout most of Red anyway.
Sure it did.
Like, I mean, that's I think the only ones that were like really destroyed.
So, okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Our postal code is 20008.
So I could do a couple things. I could go to Jacksonville and I could drop both of my cubes, and then just kind of maybe get to Vinedo, and post up there
Yeah.
in preparation to go down to Sao Paulo.
Okay.
Or I could go to Jacksonville, drop a cube, use a card to get to Sao Paulo, and drop another cube.
Last number is 8.
We would have.
Otro.
We would still have.
I think
5
be
yellow cards. We would have 4 yellow cards if you use one, so it's plenty.
There's a place on no
Yep, that's the one, Adam.
Where you used to.
You said 2008. You said 2008.
We are all about the old school music today. Sorry,
old school
you're
music,
saying a thing
that's-
and we keep interrupting you.
No worries, I keep interrupting myself with my own thoughts.
That'll happen.
So I think that securing Jacksonville is going to be more important than, especially because there are so many Jacksonville cards.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to go 1, 2.
It's gonna become
Actually,
running
no.
trope of
Here's
this
what I'm
game.
going to do. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Yep, I like that.
I think that's the play.
I think
Drop all
that's
those
a
supplies
good
in
play.
for the next playoff.
And then so I draw my cards. I've got produce supplies. That's nice.
That's nice.
Very useful.
And New York.
New York.
I know we don't have any New Yorkers watching. I'm sincerely sorry.
Actually, we technically, if that's one of my friends, then yes, we do.
Well, then I'm sincerely sorry. I would be sorry even if you weren't watching, but I'm sorry that you had to see that.
And all the noise I'm making.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you just murdered someone.
Murdered some ears.
R.I.P. earbud
There you
users.
go. I tucked it back so we don't have to do that again. So New York and Tripoli each lose a cube. Manageable.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's William's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm sort of out of the action right now. I can move one of you to another area.
I destroyed Adam's ears.
How dare you? Our most loyal follower.
I know, right? That's. I'm just.
Would either of you want to do that? Of course, I can also move. Ooh, I can move myself to Vignedo, pick up a
There you go.
It's a supply
That's what
cube
it
and
is.
drop it on Sao Paulo.
Yeah, because I like where I am. So yes, if you could move yourself to me and then go reinforce Sao Paulo.
And I can drop one on Istanbul as well. Just because.
Yeah, because you've got
So
your
move
you're
to
also-
you.
supplier is the name of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's 1. This is 2.
Mm-hmm.
3, and then the question is, do we reinforce Sao Paulo or Istanbul? Because that's 3 moves.
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
Remember, we removed 2 Istanbuls from the game.
Yeah.
Right. So
Istanbul.
it's not going to come up.
So there's
Yeah.
only one left, and we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
exactly.
in that case, that's
Yeah,
my 4
this is good.
turns.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Washington.
Washington.
I was gonna say.
And Sao Paulo.
Hey, you didn't get an epidemic.
Hey!
This is cause for celebration, everybody.
All right. And
So if you want to meet me in Sao Paulo, we can do some big old trading.
Mhm.
Not the least of which because, well, this too.
Mhm.
We could get the yellow up and running in Sao Paulo
Mhm.
on your turn, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
There you
All
go.
right.
Or on my
In fact-
on one of our turns.
Yes.
London.
London.
Getting a little dangerous, but not too bad. Sao Paulo. Hey, clutch.
Hey,
Away to go. There
on
we
to
go.
Brazil.
Jacob.
Alrighty. I am going to go ahead. I'm going to do make supplies. Make supplies. Yeah, 1, 2. Oh, that's annoying. That's so far away. Oh, interesting hand signals going on here.
Yeah.
Also, if I give
Sorry,
you
just doing some mental math.
if I give you a blue, you could scout out. North
So I was
America.
actually gonna. We'll let Jacob take his turn.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
talk about it in a minute.
Yeah. So I have 2 actions where I can place this in Cairo. Those 2. That's 2 actions.
Okay.
Now, what am I going to do with the rest of those?
I mean,
is the question.
Pretty much, you can get to Providence, and that's about it. Unless you're willing to fly somewhere,
Yeah.
sail somewhere.
I don't think
Yellows aren't going to be all that needed if you have a yellow to burn.
Yeah, but that wouldn't get me anywhere I need to go.
Yeah, it'll get you to.
It'll get me to Lagos, and I
Western
don't want to go to Lagos.
Okay. Well, draw your cards.
Yep. Produce supplies.
Solid. Und
And ration event. Take up to 2 supply cubes.
Team Bravo.
Damn bravo!
John Bravo.
Got it. Take up to 2 supply cubes from the stockpile and put them onto any location.
That's a great
That's gonna
oh
be
shit
so
button
much.
if we like
Yep.
find somewhere that we didn't expect to get hit.
This is
Also, you have a
an
produce
amazing
supplies.
option.
I do. That's my plan. All right, and then Jacob's infect step.
Yep.
Jacksonville is totally safe because there's 3 cubes there.
Mm-hmm.
And Washington, looking a little bit scarce. There's only 1 left there, but
Yep.
we'll get back to it.
Yes, we will.
Okay, so Will,
Yeah,
here's what I'm thinking.
let's go.
If you gave me a blue, that would work out really well.
Mhm.
But I'm thinking instead, if you give me Sao Paulo and Jacksonville, I can make the science center, the supply center, and also produce supplies.
Could you?
But wait, how would he give them to you?
So
Oh,
here's my thing. So action 1, produce supplies. Action 2, move. Action 3, trade. Just get Sao Paulo from you.
okay.
Action, not an action. He uses the rationed event so that I give him one of my blue cards and he gives me Jacksonville.
Yeah.
My 4th action is to put a supply center in Sao Paulo.
I think that's a good idea.
That would work out.
Do we like that? All right.
I like
I
it.
mean, so long as
Produce
you all know
supplies. And so we go 1, 2, 3. Move.
Or sorry, one thing that I might amend. Instead of using the produce supplies at the beginning of the turn. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah.
You need the space.
Yeah.
Because
in
I
my-
was
in
going
my
to say
hand.
you could do it in Sao Paulo. And just,
Although technically, because we are
keep the
trading-
blue. I'd say keep the blues.
Well, but that's the thing. I wouldn't have to get rid of a card at all.
Yeah, you would,
But it would.
because you would have 7 with these 2.
Yeah, but 7's fine. 7's the hand limit.
But
well,
you would have
be
8 with that.
Oh
At the
no,
end.
because we that card is trade, not. I give you one of these, so I'm down to one of these.
Oh, so
items.
it would be a full-on trade.
It's.
Yeah.
I think.
It's trade any one
can
card.
swap one player card from their hands.
One player card though.
Yeah. but
Which, if
swap.
I'm using it to swap, to swap.
I think I read that as
each of
so
you swap.
2 players (parentheses) anywhere on the board (close parentheses) can swap one player card from their hands. The fact that it says swap and the fact that hands is plural,
Yeah. Okay.
suggests to me that I can give you one card and you can give me one card.
So
that's what it seems like to me.
I give you that. You give me a blue.
Yep.
And also, I do still think I prefer producing supplies here, because if we produced in Sao Paulo, since there's already 1 cube there,
You can pick
we'd
it up,
only place 2 total cubes.
but you can pick it up for free.
You can pick it up for free.
There you
first
go.
and then, yeah.
Clever. Okay.
Action
So
economy.
instead of doing this, I move,
Yep.
I
Pick up.
get Sao Paulo as a non-action.
Yeah.
I pick up. I get Sao Paulo from you.
Take some off.
You use Radio Blah.
Gaga.
Do you want New York or London?
I'll take.
Take London
Yeah, London's kind of
because
important.
especially with your ability, that'll
Yeah,
help
that's
us a
true.
lot.
That's true.
Alright, so there's London,
Take London.
and I get Jacksonville from you.
Jacksonville.
Turn 3 or action 3 is to spend these 5 cards to
Mhm.
put down a supply center in Sao Paulo,
Yeah.
and then action 4 is to produce supplies in the newly minted supply center in Sao Paulo, which puts 3 cubes. Oh, bam!
Yep. Exactly. And now Sao Paulo is secured.
More, yeah, basically.
More.
Yeah, it's locked down for a while.
All right, good job, Mentalgen.
Yes.
I drew the epidemic. All right, increase. So we're up to 3 per turn. That's a little scary.
We.
Is there anywhere we need to use Team Bravo for? Istanbul.
London. We've got a lot of London.
Team Bravo for London.
Well, let's hang on. Let's count it up. So this is a pretty thick deck.
Yeah.
We've got, what have we got? Okay, so we've got, oh god, we've got 3 London in here. Yeah, we should Team Bravo.
Team Bravo, London.
Team Bravo.
Team Bravo is headed to London.
We've got 2 Jacksonvilles, 2 Sao Paulos, a New York, a Tripoli, and a Cairo. So
All those are safe.
Jacksonville could be depleted. Washington could be depleted.
Yeah.
But London is the only thing that's really scary.
Yep.
All right.
Alrighty.
Hey, don't shuffle badly.
Yep.
No pressure.
And then my second card is Sao Paulo. Hey, look, that's the place that I am.
Mhm.
Which means I can totally
You can use that as a
I
charter.
can charter a boat out of here.
Yeah, you can go anywhere.
Uh,
Anywhere you want.
So, welcome on everyone to Pandemic Legacy Season 2, second half of January.
Yep.
Going much better than the first half of January.
Hear that?
Yep.
We have not been murked by plague cubes yet this
Yep.
game.
That's a new feeling.
Yeah.
I like it so far.
You probably should have stayed in Tripoli or something.
I don't know. Providence.
I'm just thinking about trading black cards now.
Yeah. I was well. The reason that I was going that way is I was trying to get my ass to London.
Right.
All right.
So I mean,
Here we go.
Yeah.
like we had no idea what
Yeah,
the heck was
yeah.
going to happen.
Tripoli,
Tripoli.
All right,
London,
London.
there we go.
New York.
New York.
Okay.
Come on, Northern Hemisphere, step up.
So now it is William's turn.
Okay.
I think you should definitely add a cube to London
Supply.
using supplier
to London.
because it's still possibly a risk of an outbreak.
Okay, yeah, London's more of a risk than Washington.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Or technically, it's more at risk of an incident. It still doesn't outbreak until it has 3 plagues cubes and would receive a 4th.
right.
That's worth noting.
Mhm.
So
Play cube something.
Plague cubes are the worst.
should
They're
I
terrible.
move myself to Jacob?
Where would you go from there?
Yeah, what would be the? Because if
I
you're
think-
trying to get to like London, then
Well,
technically just 1, 2, 3 is. as
I
much
could-
as 1, 2, 3.
Istanbul.
I mean,
It's only got 1 left, but I mean,
Or
I
but
can
especially since we've recycled
I think
so many
Tripoli
times.
is more dangerous.
yeah. My concern is just like I feel like we should almost be staying over there a little bit
I know. I think
Because-
that's actually a good idea for you to move to me.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
because we've got the black.
And then you can go reinforce Tripoli or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right, I dig that.
So I'll do this. I'll pick them up since you haven't produced supplies on hand, anyways.
Yep.
So that was
1,
1,
2,
2, 3.
and then.
That makes sense.
Oh, and London.
Oh,
was
and
your
London
fourth.
was the 4th. Yeah.
Yeah,
there you
So,
go.
boom.
There you go.
Cool.
Hey,
Good turn.
Well, sir.
Istanbul,
Okay.
Tripoli.
Okay, so get a black card to Tripoli. Get Tripoli to
trade
William.
Tripoli.
I'm
and-
giving you Tripoli this turn.
I'll build it
Uh,
on my next
we
turn.
infect London. Very important. Well done. Washington.
Washington.
A little scary, but I can make it up there. And Jacksonville.
That's going to be the
That's
catchphrase.
still
now.
the only thing that I know about Jacksonville.
That's all you need to know.
See,
He's
I
the
I don't even know that about Jackson.
He's the godson of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
He is Ra. We worship him as such.
I
Except
threw a
there's,
Molotov cocktail, and bam, no problem.
except there's evil heathens who want to cut him.
3, 4.
How dare!
I think I'm gonna go there, and then.
All right,
Well, I'm just trying to get to Washington.
I can get to Washington,
Or that area.
but yeah, this is very central. You can get to New York, you can get to London.
Yeah, I can take care of fires.
Yeah, you're good. I think you're
Alright. Cool.
good. All right.
New York. Come on, blue. Nope, reduce supplies. Still good.
Very.
Yep, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Sao Paulo.
Mm-hmm.
Sao Paulo. What did I do there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was gonna say, what was that about Sao Paulo being secure?
Well, I mean, if we hadn't done the 3, it wouldn't be this way right now.
I don't know.
We would be in a little bit of shit if you hadn't.
Okay. I have a couple options.
Yep.
I can reinforce Sao Paulo,
Yep.
or I can go to Washington and reinforce that.
How many cards of Sao Paulo have we drawn so far? We've drawn
2
both.
in the discard. And there's a third somewhere, but I don't think we've seen it.
I don't think we have either. We haven't drawn. I think Washington might be more of a
Does the
priority
supply
currently.
center get destroyed if there's a plague outbreak?
That's a good one.
Because if so, that's a priority right there. Because that.
I mean, well, they both have it. So.
Yeah.
But Washington is the key to winning January.
True. It does not say to remove a supply center if there's an outbreak that occurs in that city. So that's good.
Because isn't that the case in Pandemic 1?
No, I think it's technically when it falls.
Right.
When the city falls, you remove the supply center.
Quite possibly. I think that's probably it. And yeah, Oreos. We are suckers for Oreos here.
Yep.
We should take these away from my face.
From all of our faces.
Well, let's see. Okay, so what can I go 1, 2. I can technically put 1 on Sao Paulo and also 1 on Washington. Because I have 1 in reserve.
All
I
right.
think that's a good idea.
With your action, can you give New York to Jacob?
No. We have to
No,
be in the same place. I mean, so technically I could go 1, 2, and then give him New York, but I think actually... Oh, here we go.
Well, because we can end it on your turn.
I know. That's why I'm saying what you should do is currently just you do you.
Yeah.
Can you move people? Can you only move people to others?
I can only move a pawn to any other pawn. That was airlift was the other one.
No, yeah, I'm just getting messed up with the. It might be better for you to come to me.
Yeah. All right. So then, if I transfer,
That's
move,
1,
move,
2, 3,
give.
4. Yep.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the.
It'll leave Washington dangerous for a turn,
Yeah.
but
I can drop one on Washington.
Yeah, he can
All
drop
right.
it on Washington.
we're gonna
So we just have to rely on.
we're gonna
no
give it
epidemic.
1 turn.
Yep.
Which when was the last?
So
epidemic? Last epidemic
Sao Paulo?
was just drawn.
Well, no,
Or
I
not
mean,
just-
nothing's been
Yeah.
played
Nothing
since then,
discarded, but yeah.
but,
It was on bricks.
Yeah.
All right.
Ha! I've got a solution.
Charter flight.
1, 2, 3. Fuck.
3 fuck.
I had this. I was like, I'm gonna.
Could you charter out of Sao Paulo directly to Washington, go to New York, and then let Jacob pick up New York from you?
Right, that's the other thing. If you could get to New York, that would be great.
So let's see how this works. So
Charter to Sao
I'm
Paulo.
here.
Or-
Charter from Sao Paulo to Washington. So that's 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, that's it. That's all
And
you
then
got.
just hold there.
No. That's all you got because you already used one action to place.
No, that was already there. There was already 1 cube left in Sao Paulo. I was gonna.
What
bump,
happened to the 1 cube? Oh, you put it in Washington.
Yeah, I was gonna bump it to 2
Okay.
just to give it some extra security.
Do you want to spend an extra turn in Washington, make supplies, and drop 2 there? Not that it really matters, but
That's probably the safest thing
Yeah.
to do. So when I'm in Washington, so I charter boat,
Yeah.
make supplies, deliver supplies, and then
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy
What
with
are you
that.
sending us, dude? Yeah, if you have to like look through customs and all that shit.
Well,
Wow.
I mean, anything.
I mean, true, but
Cairo and Istanbul.
I don't know.
that's good.
I've sent enough stuff to and from Poland that like we've never really given a shit.
I think that speaks more about Poland than it does about customs. London. Oof. Lagos.
Lagos.
We haven't seen
Lagos.
Lagos in several turns.
Yeah, that means that there's an epidemic coming.
Probably. Okay,
I can reinforce
so,
London.
Hang on, let's take a look here. So London, and London. So all 3 of London are already in the trash, which means
Okay.
short of an epidemic,
Mm-hmm.
I think we're in relatively
Should
good
I
shape.
drop one on London anyways?
Oh, because you have no way. Yeah, you have no way to reinforce. I
Yeah.
was going to say reinforce Jacksonville, but you can't actually do
Yeah.
that. All right.
God, Jacksonville. Hold on, buddies. Hold on, boys.
Okay, so hang on a sec.
It's gonna be the one that like just keeps dropping.
Let's
every
go
time.
defense. Hold
All
the
right.
line, guys.
So,
So in other words, it's just gonna keep dropping.
sick burns. Yeah. So drop a supply center.
Yeah. So should I build a supply center in Tripoli or?
So
There's nothing.
That's actually
permanent
what I was
about them?
checking. I don't see any way to make them permanent yet. So
there's no stickers
That's
yet, right?
yeah, no.
No.
So I say go ahead and drop it here because like eventually we'll need one in Cairo, but we just do that on a
Drop some
subsequent game.
Tripoli.
Yeah.
So that's 1 action.
Yeah.
2 action. I'm
London.
gonna drop 1 in London.
And then
3 action. I can move anyone anywhere.
Move me to New York.
You will end it on your turn, correct?
Yes.
what are we concerned about? Jacksonville, but there's really nothing you can do about that. Oh wait, hang on. You've used
2.
2 actions. Built that, and I dropped 1 on London. Unless we want to leave London unprotected.
I think London needs to be protected.
Well, I mean, see, here's the thing, though. London, the only way that London could possibly have an incident is if we epidemic. Whereas Jacksonville could possibly, even if we don't, because it's just in the deck.
Yeah, but
So I was thinking you could, instead of putting one on London, direct boat to Washington, move to Jacksonville, and drop some cubes that you've taken from Tripoli.
good.
Take, like, even just one.
Sounds like putting my personal
I mean, like,
imprint on this. I'm gonna work to protect Jacksonville.
just
instead of
based on
London.
Yeah.
based on like what I feel like is true about the state of the deck, we know for a fact that London can't incident unless an epidemic is
Based on what I feel is true about the state of this deck, I feel the first card that's going to be drawn is an
That's a good point. That's a fair point. But this is also relatively thick.
Yeah, and we have 3 Londoners.
I mean,
We
if
could
you
draw all
if you
3 in
guys
one round.
if you guys
We've also
tie
got,
break
like,
on
2
that
Jacksonvilles,
one,
don't
you know how my tie break is gonna come
Yeah,
out.
we do have 2 Jacksonvilles in here, so
True.
You know
I
how
mean,
my tiebreaker is
You
gonna
know,
come out.
it really right now it's just are we going to get an epidemic? And yeah,
I vote Jacksonville.
I can see Jacksonville
Well, 'cause, like-
being a better choice.
What's the loss condition?
The lost condition is 8 incidents, or we run out of supply cards.
Okay, so we're gonna win. It's just, do we risk losing a population in either London or Jacksonville, both of which are 2?
Yeah, I mean both of which are bad.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. And London does technically have the potential for exploration later in the game.
Yeah.
Maybe London is more important. Sorry, Jacksonville.
Alrighty. So that's my 2
So we're happy.
actions.
So what do you do with your whatever the hell you want, honestly.
Wait a minute.
Waiting. In wait mode. Because, yeah, currently... I mean, you could get to Jacksonville without using a card. Easily. By flying to Greg and then moving from Greg to Jacksonville, because that's also one job.
Right, yeah, if the problem is he doesn't have enough actions, which means it's literally just a London versus Jacksonville decision.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any way to get around this.
I don't think so.
Alrighty. In that case, what should I do the last 2 turns?
Make supplies?
Make 2 supplies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
that's not really much else.
about as good as you can get.
Alright.
I'm gonna make 1 supply and then move to Providence.
Just so you're at a haven.
Safety.
Yeah. Alright, what you got?
Tripoli?
Okay. And
Jacksonville!
there we go.
That's what I get for believing in my home city.
Alright.
Lagos.
Alright.
Sao Paulo.
Alright.
Ooh. Jacksonville.
That's what I get for
That
believing in my
happens.
city.
That happens. Let me see. Let me just make sure that nothing else bad happens. I think it only loses population if there's an outbreak.
No, I think it's for every play cube.
An incident happens wherever a plague cube is placed into a location. Move the incident marker forward 1 space on the incident track. If the incident marker reaches the last space of the skull, the game ends. Players who start a turn in a location with plague cubes get exposed. At the end of the game, adjust population. For each location that has at least 1 plague cube, decrease that location's population by 1. If it ever goes down, it only ever goes down by 1, even if there are 2 or 3 plague cubes in it. Which means you absolutely have to. I mean, because that will go from struggling to falling, or excuse me, to failing.
Falling or whatever.
It's like right before the worst shit.
Yes.
So like, yeah, you need to get there before you can meet me in New York, or on the way, technically.
Wait, what?
No, he can end it on his turn.
I'm done. We're done.
Yeah, but if we end the game without getting rid of that
We
cube,
can't get rid of a play cube.
can we not?
No. There's no way to get rid of a play cube.
No.
Yeah, no, that was what killed us last time. There was no way of getting rid of play cubes.
Should have let London fall.
All right, well, fuck it then.
Yeah.
Meet me in New York and then on to Washington.
1, 2, 3. And a recon.
All right, so we get to open a package.
We get to open a package. So Jacksonville's doomed, but we get to open some stuff, which is fun.
Can you use an endgame bonus to
package
boost
1.
population?
You can.
I'm just gonna humbly put that out, considering my home city took a bite.
All right, Senator. Package.
Alrighty, let's see what
This is a
we've
sticker,
got.
I think. So, big sticker, so don't fuck it up. Otherwise, it's gonna look terrible on stream.
Okay. So, oh my gosh, this entire stack of shit.
Damn.
Ooh, I mean, it's gotta be all the new cards.
all the new
Yeah.
cities. Yeah.
All right.
So we've got some new places that we can explore because of this post-apocalyptic world. We're finally starting to see into the other parts.
Okay.
Let's see, what have we got?
All right. This package includes 20 cards and 1 sticker card. Recon report. It started here in North America. After Coda, there was chaos. Then the plague hit. The world couldn't handle back-to-back pandemics. Holy shit, there were 2 in a row?
God damn.
Oh, so Coda didn't matter. We actually, yeah.
Well, no, Coda weakened
I mean,
the
it
world.
mattered, but yeah. Then the plague hit. We need to reconnect our supply lines. We need to be on the lookout for any sign of other havens. We need to find more supplies. Perhaps our leaders went here. Too many questions. Right now!
We do things.
Open the following doors.
All
If
right.
you have not done so already. So,
Which we have not done.
all right. If you guys want to crack that open,
Yep.
I'll tell you what to read.
We'll keep track of what we're going to have to open. In your mind.
All right. So you've connected a new city, Chicago.
Chicago.
Add the player cards for Chicago to the player discard pile. Add the infection cards for Chicago to the game end area.
Alright.
Put the other player and infection cards included in this package into the reserve. Finally, give the decontamination kit on rationed event to a player to add to their hand. Alright, so
I feel like the decontamination kit could have saved Jacksonville.
so these are
We have not finished the game yet.
that's technically true. Hang on. Does the game end immediately or does it end at the end of the turn?
Yeah,
In either case, you have one action left.
exactly.
Oh, but you can move, and presumably it's not an action.
Yeah.
'Cause cards tend to not be actions. Game calendar. Abilities.
Let's see.
Come on now.
Can I still save Jacksonville?
You win as soon as you complete the
No,
necessary
I
number of
can't.
objectives. Game ends immediately, even if it is the middle of a player's turn.
To be fair, that probably is.
You cannot
Better
finish out your
longer.
turn after you win or lose, even if you would like to.
To be fair, that's probably better in the long run because that means you don't have to draw a freaking epidemic at
Right.
the end of it all.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
Chicago. Why are there so many fucking?
I saw Denver there.
Faction cards to the game end area. I did too. This is interesting.
Alright.
Okay,
What's
alright,
next?
well, let's see. So, Chicago only
Yes.
has 2 cards.
Alright.
Also, we wouldn't have wanted to use unrationed event, or decontamination kit.
Oh.
Remove all plague cubes from one location, destroy this card after use.
Oh,
Like, that's an oh shit button.
That's an oh shit moment. Yeah.
I give it to you, I think.
I think you can give it to any player, but yeah.
The other player and infection cards included in this package into the reserve. Okay. So, 66.
66. Alright, let's see. Where's that? Well, 66.
I'm not placing this sticker.
J.
J. I'll take the J.
Oh, guys, Mexico.
We found Chicago in Mexico?
Ah.
There's J.
Okay.
We found established supply line. Spend 2 supply cubes.
This is an action.
Add the sticker to the manual.
Okay. 23.
23. Alright. Let's see, what do we got? 23 is right here.
Okay. And L, if you want to give that to William.
23. L. Another rule. We've got the search rule. Scratch off 1 box on a city card in your hand and read its instructions.
It is
Ooh,
the
that's
stickers
interesting.
for established supply line.
You may be in the city. You must be in the city matching the card you scratch off to do this action. Okay. If you reveal a companion.
Companions. Oh, that's
Hello,
not
6
bad.
people.
Yeah.
Sorry that the game finished already.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean,
Well,
I'm down to play
yeah,
another
I'm
one.
down to play another one.
we will be
Let's-
playing
let's
one
get
more
some,
after this. But first, we got to see.
But first, we
what
got to see what
happens.
else. And then 39 is
39.
the
I feel like it's opening up a loot box.
We're a sign of the times. Give me a search.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
And I am also one of those suckers who decided to buy a Battlefront 2.
Oh! Oh, oh.
Not that I will ever actually play multiplayer and get a loot box.
Should we just put this on the map?
I think it's just place it on the map.
I think
So whoever's got the best sticker aligning skill, because oh boy, you do not want to mess that one up.
True. We would mess up the whole world if we do this wrong.
We just
Hey,
displaced.
Jacksonville's already on the known world. So
We just
we're good.
displaced Mexico. Like the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. Right there. Boom.
Also, if you place it wrong, it'll look like there's a wall there. And we don't want that.
Here.
There. Oh yeah. It's line it up with that line,
Okay.
You see the dotted line there? and you see the lines this way.
Yep.
Yeah. Line them up. Putting stickers onto a board in a board game.
It didn't stick. It was supposed to stick. Shut up. Shut your up. Nope.
No pressure.
No pressure. All of the pressure.
Also, you can align the longitude and latitude lines.
Everything is terrible.
Greg, the sticker genius.
Shut up! Oh, keep in mind, we can line it up with the edge of the game board.
The edge of the game board. We should, so it's not overlapping anything.
Right, exactly.
Operation Sticker. Welcome.
This is the most stressful part of the game. And Jacksonville lost like a third of its population. This is more stressful.
Yeah. Yes, Adam, this is a game that you play only once. This is, Pandemic Legacy is one of those games that it has a campaign, and when you play it, that's it.
Right.
You are done after that.
Sorry, everybody, for having to watch me perform surgery on the map here.
Mission Impossible music.
Okay. We are golden. All right.
We're good.
So now the game has officially ended.
Yes, it has.
So we move to the game end steps.
Yep.
Can
you put these
adjust
over
population for each location that has at least one play cube. So we need to grab one of these sheets.
We need to decrease the population of Jacksonville.
Alright, so this sheet should contain ones, if you would be so kind as to put one
I'm
of
not. I
Would you like to do the honors?
No.
Cursed
no.
image.
That's freaking cruel.
Cruel and unusual punishment. Alright.
Okay.
There we go.
For each city that has a supply center, increase that city's population by one.
All
so
right.
we need a
Washington
5.
is super fine.
We need a
right now.
5 and 2 4s.
Yep. So here's a 5. Greg? Will, would you do the honor for
Put
Tripoli?
4 on Tripoli.
There's a 4.
From the halls of Montezuma.
And I'll put a 4 on Sao Paulo.
Tripoli. Okay. Okay, so check the legacy deck. We are at a stop, not a pause, so we don't have to draw anything.
Alright.
Resolve the cards in the game end area. If there are any infection decks, add them to the infection deck. Review all turning point cards in the game end area to see if they're triggered. Nope, no cities have 0 population. So that stays.
Alrighty.
Get as much on there as I can. Spend production units. Win or lose, you choose upgrades at the end of each game based on the number of cities on the grid. So, on the grid, we currently have 14 cities.
I just realized
I'm actually thinking about that, Adam. I'm probably going to add one. I've seen, I have another stream that I follow that has a soundboard that people can actually use. And I'm 100% thinking about adding one. I just have to ask them how they did it.
I just realized that we can't get to most of those cities
Because
if
they're
they
not.
infect. Because we have no connection to them.
We can't draw them yet.
Yeah, we don't even have the rest of these cities.
Yeah, that's why we only added Chicago to the board.
Okay.
And that's,
to the
why
deck.
we don't have supply line. That's why
But
we have a
didn't
supply
we
line
add
deck.
cards that were like Denver and stuff to there?
But
No, they
they're-
are added to the reserve.
Oh, okay.
Importantly, very important.
Yeah, because I felt
Because
like
you're
that could
correct.
be very bad.
We would have totally just shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Okay, so we now spend our production units. There are 13 cities attached to the grid, which means we get 4 production units plus 1 because we won. So
5 production.
we can spend our 5
Adam,
production
you
units.
should send us any suggestions you have of the what's it called? Of sound effects.
We can spend our 5 production units on any of these abilities,
All right.
or we can hang on. Okay, or we can spend 1 production unit to increase the population of any non-Forsaken location by 1. If a location is a Forsaken city, then increasing it back costs. Increasing it back to 1
I have Streamlabs.
costs
It's just
2
that I
production
didn't realize that
units.
it did the sound effects as well.
So, William is right for reasons besides the fact that he's got some hometown pride going on. We should definitely spend at least 1 production unit to raise the population of Jacksonville, because if it
Completely
switches to
agree.
Forsaken, it costs
Yeah.
costs more to put stuff there.
Yeah.
Damn
So
straight.
that's one of our production units spoken for. We have 4 remaining. What else? What kind of stuff do we got?
What else we got? Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'm actually surprisingly, Adam. I'm looking at it right now, literally like, on my screen, because I have Streamlabs up. I just completely forgot about the fact that it's where the sound effects come in. And yeah, that's the thing. I haven't gotten the chance to really play with it, so I will be doing that. Hopefully, maybe by next stream we'll have sound effects.
What do you think, William?
I'm also still trying to figure out where I'm going to get the sound effects, because some of the stuff public, but other stuff.
Do you like anything in there?
Want to get some
Runner
other
could
stuff,
be good.
so we'll see.
Which is discard a city card while you're in a haven or a place with a supply center and move anywhere on the grid.
Okay.
I feel like that's good.
Yeah.
Get out of. Plus, like, if you would do that before my turn, I could then bring in the cavalry there. So even if it's your last action to move there, I could then move there.
Or think of me with courier. When doing the deliver supplies action, you may put supply cubes into one adjacent location instead of your current location.
That could be good.
And it says that I do a deliver supplies action as my special thing.
Sorry, say that again.
What?
The courier is when you do a deliver supplies action, you may place it in instead of the city that you're in an adjacent city.
That is a really powerful ability for you. Yes. How much does it cost? It's expensive, but probably worth it.
Whenever you did.
So it's something to think about. Because,
would it be better applied to the radio operator?
Well, are we going to be using the radio operator?
What does the radio operator do?
Whenever you do the transfer supplies free action, you may give or take supply cubes from a player in any location.
Well, so the thing is that this still does. He has to do a separate deliver action,
right?
Versus mine is I will make supplies and do the deliver action at the same time.
Yeah, it increases the effectiveness of his already free action, which I'm a fan.
Yeah,
and I think that in general, like for example, I could use this free action at one point, and then also use a regular action to do it as well.
Right.
So I can have it done more times.
Yeah. Okay, so that would be.
So I think that.
So we had 5 total. So 1, 4.
Yeah, 4.
So we could get one foundations card. We could put one of these in.
Our characters are named. These 2 are not. Oh, were we supposed to name? We were supposed to name all of them. Weren't
these
we?
characters are supposed to have been created. We just didn't because we were in a hurry.
Yeah. So of course, in the 3 months since we've played, we just haven't thought about it. So yes, thank you very much.
So these characters should be
Dispaminute. Yeah, Dispaminute. Thank you very much.
But currently, as you can see, and Greg's you can't really see, but these are 2 of the characters we were using, so they already have some stuff.
Yeah, they do. But you're right. Thank you for reminding us, because we were supposed to actually have them.
Yeah, we
named.
were supposed to. It was 3 months, and we sort of forgot.
We completely
3
forgot
months
about
and a day, actually, since we last played.
Yeah.
11/15 to 2/16.
Oh, yeah, it is the 16th. Damn. Yeah, you're right.
New scars.
It doesn't matter where we put it on new actions, right?
No, I mean I put them from the top down because I'm a stickler.
Well, yeah,
but we have
like,
2 cards. That we
like
can put
2
on.
cards. It doesn't matter which card.
It doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. All 5 were supposed to be named at the beginning, and you just reminded me about that because I completely forgot. But I am going to look at what else we can do.
So yeah, we've got 1 left to spend. Think about what we want to do with it.
I think a foundations for something could be useful, which is the card counts for 2.
That's actually something that I'm also thinking about doing, Adam. I did it for another game at one point, but I will definitely do that. Yeah, that's what I'm using, and like I have to get the pictures of each of our characters up and like the names and that kind of stuff, and like have them highlighted for who we're using and that kind of stuff.
Oh, totally.
Because I think that'll look really cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be a fantastic idea, especially if we're moving in a direction of kind of streaming things as like a show,
Yeah.
you know, and like a series that you can pay attention to.
Because we
Like,
have
yeah,
regular stuff.
We want people to get invested in the characters. So.
Yes, exactly. I completely agree. I think that's that is something that I have to do.
And I never did a write up for.
Yeah, you never did. You never did a write
Damn
up
it.
from Neon
I
Farm.
said I was gonna.
Yes, you did.
I'll get around to that.
You've
A
got
write-up? Oh, just like
yeah, we're gonna do
character
like a journal. Basically.
That sounds okay.
Like a summary of each episode.
Yeah, okay.
Which should be fun.
I gotta write my backgrounder for what's his name? Amos Lanson.
Yes, you do.
Amos Lanson.
Amos.
Okay, so I've added those. You guys are adding that. I'm going to.
So, what is our last thing that we're going to spend it on?
We could do any of these, or these two.
Or we could even bring Jacksonville back up to 3.
Well, you know where my vote is.
Let me take a look and see what we're doing.
If we don't have anything useful, then you know where my vote is.
So foundations, this card counts as 2 of its color for the build supplies interaction. That's pretty useful. Or lockdown. If this card is in the infection discard pile, any player may discard a player card to destroy this card at any time. That's a good way to just permanently get rid of shit.
Well, it has to be that one card, right?
And then, well stocked. If there are 2 or more supply cubes in this city when this card is drawn, do not remove any supply cubes.
I feel like that could be good on a starting draw, especially.
And putting it in a particularly important place.
London. I would honestly put that in London.
You think so?
Well, it's so out of the way.
It is. Presumably, though, we are going to get to a point where
I mean,
we can connect. You know,
probably, but at the same time, I just feel like it's out of the way.
Now, I don't know if you'd consider this metagaming at all.
And by the way, the funeral dirge and in memoriam, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Colonel.
Yes, Colonel. We played season 1, and it's actually on our YouTube channel. If
So
you're
I don't know if it's
interested.
metagaming.
And we had
Based on the fact that that connected to Chicago.
we had the Colonel die.
Paris.
He died.
Well, that might be a little further
heroically,
for Paris. Maybe
saving
Berlin.
us from
Berlin.
the last infect step that would have like made us lose that game. And all of us remember him to this day. It's actually his name
Colonel
is
Montgomery.
Montgomery. So like he has a haven named after him.
I think it was.
But yes,
It was
that
2
is
generals'
good music
names. I don't
to
remember
have.
exactly what it was. It was Colonel some other General Montgomery.
Yeah.
one thing that we should do, so we should figure out what we want to do with this.
Mhm.
Runner, discarded city card line, a haven display. Honestly, I do actually kind of like Record Keeper.
What's Record Keeper?
Increase your hand limit by 1.
Yeah.
Like having more cards is always good because
Yeah, it is.
especially with the number of players that we have, you're guaranteed to have to discard by the 3rd time you go around, or sooner if somebody trades you stuff.
We had season 1 was amazing.
Honestly, I think most of
the
the
3 of
choices
us
are good.
played season 1
Marathon.
in 1 sitting.
Marathon.
We made poor decisions.
16 hours?
16 hours.
Yeah, 16 hours.
16 hours. That is all fully on YouTube. But
I was Coda was black.
Coda was black.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you sure? It might have been red.
No, our
Coda
Coda
was
was black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had
I remember Istanbul got ruined.
and then we had like 1 over here that got ruined.
Yeah.
I forget which one.
Yeah, because I remember we were still playing around in red late game.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, we had a lot like black, and then expanded a lot into the red, which almost took over all of red, and even like went to the west coast of the United States.
Because I remember Colonel died in Cairo.
Yes,
but I think that was past the point of we knew how to cure Coda. Or something.
that was like
It's like right around the time we were finding out how to cure Coda.
Yeah,
yeah.
Good. That was when the spoiler alert. That was when the betrayal happened.
Yeah, or after. There was a few rounds after.
Yes, 1 sitting.
Yes, 1 sitting. It took us 16 hours to play.
Yeah, he was the most salty after the betrayal happened.
Yeah,
because he had to get rid of his boss character.
Yes.
You guys put a 2 on a Jack. Or well, actually, let's decide if we're gonna.
Yes, we're going to say Jack.
Well, I know we're gonna save Jacksonville. We're gonna put a 2 on there for sure. But Question is, should we put a 3?
What does that sound?
That's the I made it so that we actually hear stuff for when chat comes in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
been happening, and I've been like, is there a breeze? I think.
Oh, you guys have London ruined.
Ugh.
Yeah, we had, I think, Osaka destroyed. It was something like, it was either Osaka or no, not Shanghai. Maybe Taipei. Something along those lines. One of those cities
Honestly,
got completely destroyed.
Any one of the ones looks good to me.
I think Foundations.
A foundation, yeah, because it's a nice surprise for a card.
Yeah, put it on a yellow maybe, because we've got a couple of different yellows that we'll need to put supply centers in.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Put it on
Sao
yellow.
Paulo or Lagos.
I mean, currently we have those 2 to choose from, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can choose one for foundation.
Let's just do Lagos.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, do you guys want to do Courier?
That would be no Courier is
characters.
because
Oh, Courier, because we haven't applied
Courier.
anything.
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely Courier.
Okay.
So you do Courier, put a 2 on Jacksonville, and put a Foundations on Lagos.
All right.
How did the Betrayal take out 2 characters?
Yeah. How did that happen? I'm really, really curious.
Because we just had the one character. What was her character?
It was the
I was a
quarantine
quarantine
expert.
Quarantine.
Who had paramilitary escort, and that's
Right.
why she
That's the
betrayed.
character, who betrays you. Is the paramilitary escort. Which, in retrospect, we probably should have seen coming. But, we also got new scars, by the way. Weak.
Okay.
You can hold a maximum of 3 supply cubes on your character card.
Okay.
Exhausted.
Doesn't
When
seem
you
that
do
bad.
the established supply line action, you must spend 1 more supply cube. And impatient.
They nuked London.
After you do the search, you must discard the card you just searched.
You're right. I remember that was an option,
Oh.
right?
We never
Oh,
used the
that's
nuke.
terrible.
Yeah, we never knew you
What was the lesson?
After you do the search action, you must discard the card you just searched.
Oh.
All right, so scars though.
Yeah.
Okay, let me make sure that we're good. Okay, so
Scar-
all of the
wait,
in-game
we-
upgrades have been applied.
No,
No,
no.
foundations.
And
And Jacksonville both.
Will, could you apply foundations?
What?
Foundations
yeah.
to
To
Lagos, please.
Lagos, right?
Yeah, and we can put it right here.
Is there any technical orientation to the sticker?
This is the top.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the top, and you've got the
Got it.
space right there.
Just want to make sure.
Also, before we actually start our first game in February, because
Yeah.
as someone pointed out, we were wrong to have not done this, we should go ahead and determine basic information about these characters, including their portraits, their names, and their home city.
Yeah. Any suggestions could
there
be
you go.
could
Yeah.
be very useful.
Hey, 6 people in the chat.
Yeah.
Let's crowdsource this shit.
let's crowdsource.
So we have currently on our map we have a few things. We have the three what are they, havens? We have Viñedo, Montgomery, and Providence. So those are the 3 that we have. And we have 2 people that we have not yet named, which we were supposed to do before. And we have a few portraits. So from the portraits that we have currently, let's show these off because they are cool looking.
Pretty badass.
So these are the ones there. Captain
Tennille?
Tenniel.
Okay. I like
I
Captain
like it. I
Tennille.
like it. I like it. Cool. And which picture should we use for Captain Tenniel? We've got a few. Which one do you think looks like Captain Will? Like Captain Tenniel. I like this guy for Captain Tenniel.
Yeah. Kind of like the maybe one I lost.
Yeah.
Or either of these 2, I think.
Yeah. I could see that.
Captain Tennille.
Yeah.
And Captain Tennille be the radio operator or the labor? I think
Yeah.
radio operator.
Radio operator.
I think Captain would be the radio operator. All right.
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
Also, does nobody get the reference?
No.
Captain and Tennille is a musical duo from the 70s, I believe, so it's got to be the radio operator.
Oh, got it.
Somehow that went over my head, despite
Yeah.
the fact that I like
So is his
70s
first name
music.
Captain and his last name Tenniel?
No, so in the
No, no,
original
no.
group. Oh,
I'm
this?
saying in this.
Yeah.
Okay.
First name is Captain.
Okay.
Unironically, his parents were
Yeah.
just...
I mean, like, this is like post-apocalyptic.
Right.
Captain.
This
is
was a
some
Three
kind of
Dogs situation. Like, that was all that got played on the radio, just ad nauseum, and they were like, well, I mean, I guess we can name our kid Captain. And their last name just happened to be Tennille? I don't know. This metaphor is falling apart. It's not even a metaphor. It's an anecdote. I'm a disaster.
Now we need to figure out where Captain Tennille is from. Don't want to figure out his place of death.
Yeah. So of Montgomery, Providence, and Vigneto, where's Captain Vigneto from?
Tennille
from.
Captain Tennille.
Sounds like Vigneto.
And how?
Could be the real Captain Tennille.
In disguise.
In disguise.
I love it.
And how old are they?
If it is the real Captain Tennille, maybe we'll do this one so that no one knows.
That's an idea.
He's hitting 146 years old.
Oh boy.
I don't know. Do they have like life extending?
Yeah, I don't know. If anything, I think life expectancy probably dropped after Apocalypto.
Yeah.
Lagos has the foundation, right? I did that right.
Yep, you did that right.
So yeah, which portrait do we want for Captain Tennille?
I'm thinking one of these three.
All right, I'm good with that. Greg, which one do you think?
For variety, we might want to do that one.
Sorry, what are the
Or
options?
One of these two.
I think we're thinking one of these three.
One of those corner three? All right, hang on. Let me take a look at this here. I think we gotta go with green eyeglass.
I like that guy. I'd be totally, yeah. There we go. Here's Captain Tennille.
And do we have any suggestions for our second character? Our second character is the laborer. They can build supply centers with fewer cards as long as they're willing to spend supply cubes.
Is there a word to
can
our
be
best
silly.
viewer? Should we do Adam
Can
something?
I was actually thinking about
Should
that.
we do Adam since it's it's like factory labor?
Actually, though,
Yeah. I think that's a really good idea. Do we want to do any kind of play on it? You can see we've got his full
technically,
name is Adam
Levine?
Kraftsberg.
Adam Kraftwerk. Speaking of 80s music, the German punk electronica Kraftwerk.
Could do that.
They're robots.
Well, also, Captain Tennille, where is he from?
Vigneto. I thought we agreed.
Vigneto? Okay.
Oh, apparently he's from
Yeah.
Vigneto.
Works for me.
I can see him being older. I think all our people are relatively young.
Yeah, mine's like 26. He was
28.
28.
Greg's is
30.
not
I'm
disclosing
the
age.
previously oldest.
We could make him, what do you say, 46? 56?
46.
We could do 46. Just
We'll
cut
just
all
subtract
100
the
years
100,
off that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How youthful you're looking, Captain.
The one is like in this blue area right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
And then
So we officially have
got
new
that
character.
guy.
46. There we go.
Yeah. There we go. All right. This one,
the laborer.
the laborer.
Do we want to do Adam something or other?
Yeah.
Quotations.
Quotations 46. Yeah, I think we definitely should. Let's do. I mean, we could do Adam Kraft.
Yeah.
Or Crafts.
Labor, it goes with that, and apocalyptic, last name.
What do you think, Craig?
Sorry, what?
Adam Crafts?
Sure. I think that sounds pretty good.
Of course, if he's the son of Robert Kraft, it means I have to kill him.
Do we, are we at all interested in playing with these characters this particular game? Or are we happy with where we're at?
I'm really happy with my...
We get to choose the characters after we learn the scenario, right?
That's correct.
That is correct.
I think we should wait until after the scenario.
That is fair.
So which one should we do for Adam? Which portrait?
I mean, if he were around, I would say that he could,
Yeah. Yeah, but he hasn't been
Adam
talking
might
right
be now.
Working. I think he might be working.
working hard or hardly working.
I mean, theoretically, we could leave it up for when he comes back.
Yeah, true. I think we should.
Adam, if you're listening, comment or
Yeah. Well, we'll let you choose the rest.
Yeah, we'll let you know when you get back in. You can choose one of
those and
portraits. And
a
age
starting location
and a hometown.
Yeah. Alrighty. Cool. And then, so we got that.
All right, I have been quietly getting the deck or the game ready to get set up.
Cool.
So, hello everyone. Thank you very much for joining us for Pandemic Legacy Season 2. As you just saw, we just finished our second game in January. We were successful. Yay!
Finally.
So we didn't have to go the entire month without a win. We're very, very excited about that. We explored North America. We gained access to the city of Chicago. And we're... Autumn.
Autumn crafts. Craft.
Yeah.
Actually, give me the portraits real quick.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pick a portrait.
Which one of these portraits do you like the most?
And
you can go row 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And then
and
give
then,
us
yeah.
Because we were otherwise it's gonna be very difficult to figure out which portrait.
Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I mean, we're putting you in the game. Hopefully, you don't die, but you know, we're putting you in.
Don't jinx it.
Okay. Or you can be immortalized as the current.
I mean, that's the other possibility, unless you betray us. Okay, we got 2.
Row 2.
So we got row 2. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4 to choose from.
It's like paused.
Yeah,
we're
just like
we're
wait. Especially because there's a delay. Like,
Right.
There's a 20-second delay between them. So
because that's what screwed up with Twitch Plays Pokemon.
Just
What an amazing,
anarchy.
what an amazing thing that was. First line, the second.
for
Okay.
this guy.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Orange band or
Where'd you put the
face mask.
card, Greg? For
I have it right. Schmear.
right there. Cool.
No, Twitch Plays Pokemon is 4 years old now.
No.
Yeah, because it was a thing when I was a senior in high school.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. You're making Greg feel old.
That's what all this entire one is about. How old are you? And of the 3 havens, what is your starting place, Adam? Providence, over in looks like Corsica, Sardinia area, in the Mediterranean. Montgomery in the northern Atlantic, or Vigneto, sort of halfway between South America and Africa.
Yep. That's still a
No.
objective?
It hasn't been destroyed yet, but it will be.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
What a cultural phenomenon that was.
Which plays Pokemon?
Yeah.
Oh, totally. It was just like it was a touchstone.
Adam Kraft's atomic powered dwarf. That is awesome.
That was great.
Yeah. So, yeah, where would you like to be from? Montgomery, Providence, or Vigneto?
And how old are you?
And how old? In the game. It's up to you. You can give, you can tell us however young or old you want.
We have the technology.
I mean, please be of age. In the game.
It's a weird thing to say.
I don't give a shit how old you are on the screen, but yeah. I don't want to have like a 2-year-old like running around.
Okay. All right. All right.
An atomic powered dwarf 2-year-old.
Maybe this will turn into that kind of game.
I mean, it is true. Well, we'll put this.
Okay. So pick your starting location of the 3 havens we have. So we have Providence, which is in the Mediterranean. We have Montgomery, which is in the northern Atlantic, and Vigneto, which is in like central Atlantic between South America and Africa.
Yeah.
And then pick your age.
Yeah, any age you would
Whatever
like.
you want the character to be. Oh no, the Z is bleeding.
Yeah, it's okay. It happens.
It looks cool. It makes an effect for the character.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah. And then 3rd place, Vigneto.
Vigneto.
Yeah, we got everybody from Vigneto.
Apparently
Awesome.
Vigneto is.
I mean, it's a cool name.
It's the poppin' place to be.
That's where I'm from. Of course it's Bob's Quest.
That's where Pedro's from.
Yep.
Oh, if we do another character, we might have to name him Pedro and make him from Vigneto.
Just everyone except for the 3 starting characters.
Yeah. No, mine's from Vigneto.
Everyone except for 2 of the starting characters.
Yep.
All right.